Today's life lesson isn't for students, it isn't for parents. It's for school personnel. Actually, it's for professionals. And here's why. Recently, I lost a good friend to the coronavirus. And I say he was a good friend, but honestly, we hadn't spoken in months. And as a matter of fact, typically what we do is text each other occasionally. But I say he was a good friend because of the way he made me feel. The first time I met him, he had just gotten a principal job in Temple, which is where I worked as an assistant principal. And we talked and he knew that I wanted to be a principal. He'd encouraged me to stay motivated, keep preparing myself because my time was going to come. When it did, his was one of the first congratulatory texts that I got. And as I've done certain things in my career, I continue to get those texts from him and likewise sent those to him. Honestly, we weren't even two peas in a pod. He was more calm and reserved. I was much more vocal and out front. He was much more likely to work with the difficult students in the school district. Even though he was good with the mainstream, I was much more likely to work with the mainstream, even though I could work with the difficult students in the district. His idea of fishing was going to the lake or to a pond and taking out his equipment and staying there for a couple hours. My idea of fishing is going to the grocery market and saying, I want that fish right there. So why do I tell you this? That bond that we had, that silent communication that we gave each other that kind of said, I got your back and I know you have my back, is something that I wish I had told him I appreciate it because we both knew we felt it. So here's what I'm asking you to do. If there's a person that you've worked with and you guys just had that same silent communication where you encouraged each other and motivated each other, even though you weren't best of buddies, why don't you send them an email, send them a messenger, a text, or even call them? And let's do this in remembrance of Philip Perry.